This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov responded today to Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's latest criticism of the Collective Security Treaty Organization, saying Armenia's potential withdrawal from the Russia-led alliance is its sovereign right, but stressed Moscow's interest in continued cooperation. In an interview with the state-owned Radio Mayak, Peskov noted Armenia's interest in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization as part of a multi-vector policy. But, he said, Russia is interested in as much interaction as possible across all directions. Beyond multilateral formats, we are still bound by very close bilateral relations, and we intend to continue developing them. His remarks came a day after Pashinyan said at a press conference in Yerevan that the likelihood of Armenia leaving the CSTO is much higher than restoring full engagement with the bloc. Pashinyan again accused the alliance of failing to fulfill its security assurances during the September 2022 Azerbaijani attack into Armenian territory. We were told that the Armenian border was a red line for the CSTO, but when we turned to them during the September events, we received a rather unexpected answer that the Armenia-Azerbaijan border is unclear, Pashinyan said. That's when our problem with the CSTO began. Since 2022, Yerevan has distanced itself from the CSTO, refusing to pay membership fees or to participate in mutual drills. Last September, Pashinyan explicitly labeled the bloc a threat to Armenia's existence. Armenian authorities have moved to seize the building in Yerevan that houses the permanent representation of Nagorno-Karabakh and serves as the headquarters for its exiled leadership. According to Radio Azaduchun, a lawsuit filed by the Office of the Prosecutor General was made public yesterday, which asks a Yerevan court to invalidate the Karabakh government's ownership of the building, which was formalized in 2017. The office did not specify the legal grounds for the request. Artak Beglarian, a former Karabakh senior official, said he expects the court will rule in favor of the government and evict the exiled leadership. He accused Pashinyan of acting at the request of Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev. Beglarian pointed to the destruction of Karabakh government buildings in Stepanakert by Azerbaijani authorities, saying the Yerevan office is now the only building representing Artsakh institutions. He claimed its seizure is part of a political effort to silence the leadership in exile. He also called the move an act of revenge by Pashinyan, following growing criticism of the prime minister's approach to Azerbaijan. In March and again in June, Pashinyan accused the exiled Karabakh leadership of undermining his government and encouraging protests. He warned that Armenia cannot allow what he called a second state to exist within its borders. Pashinyan officially recognized Azerbaijani sovereignty over Karabakh in 2023. His critics say the government is now dismantling all Karabakh structures in Armenia to gain favor with Baku and push forward a normalization treaty. Curious about what a potential normalization deal with Azerbaijan would mean for Armenia? Check out our interview with Hrair Balyan, former director of the Carter Center's Conflict Resolution Program, who offers a sober look at a potential treaty. He addresses public skepticism and fears of renewed aggression, and emphasizes that there can be no peace treaty without the release of Armenian prisoners held in Baku. You can find a link to the broadcast in this video's description. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 567 million. That's the amount of electricity in kilowatt hours generated by Armenia's solar power plants between January and May this year, a 74% increase compared to the same period last year. As solar power production continues to grow steadily in Armenia, now covering around 15% of the country's electricity demand, experts are voicing concerns over technical challenges as its aging national grid struggles to accommodate the influx of new energy sources. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.